Hello everybody, Dark Wolf 82 here to bring you another video on The Walking Dead Season 9. The whole thing with Rick now has already come to an end. So, we're going to talk about who stabbed Rick. So, let's get to it. Now, Rick was and is still dealing with a lot of emotional things. Now, as we know it, he is actually going into a situation that has not been there yet until he reaches this bridge. Him, Daryl, Eugene, they all find this bridge. Well, what goes on is that when Rick sees that, he winds up crossing. Now, you know how Rick is when he finds something that is very, very unusual. And when he finds something like that, he decides to take it upon his own hands to figure that out and to figure out what the situation is. Well, what winds up happening is during the trailer of The Walking Dead of Season 9, there's been a huge situation to where he sees a whole herd of walkers. Now, in that herd of walkers, okay, there is one walker that seems very, very different. Now, that walker is basically wearing a hoodie of some sort. Now, during the time that Eugene and Rosita, they go into this ditched area and they rub all that mud and that goop on their faces and their bodies so that they could not be found, there was a whisper. A whisper basically traveling through the herd and all the way back. Now it seems and it sounds like it's traveling 1, 2, 3. Okay, now there's 3 things that you hear that it's like it's traveling to finish off this this thing. Now what you hear, now it's very, very clear. Okay, you got to listen to it very carefully. Now the thing is you hear, where are they? The whole thing with that is you can hear them say, where are, so it sort of echoes through one, through the other, and then it goes back. And then you hear all of a sudden, they. So basically it's like they're finishing it off, or when they say it, they're finishing it off, or it's just, where are they? Okay, so it pauses after they say where are. So it's basically like where are is actually echoing through that herd, and you finally hear they. During that time, Rick is down. He is down. And he's holding his side or his stomach. He must have been stabbed. There are two things that might have happened. Now, 2 things are, when Rick is walking through the wooded area and he sees Daryl sharpening his knife, a lot of people, and I think and thought that Daryl might have been the one to stab him. But first, before we get to that, we are going to talk about the whispers as well. Through that time that Rick was holding his side, okay, he got up and he was bleeding out. The whole situation with that is when he got stabbed, he loses a lot of blood. He loses so much blood that he's weak. And they think, and I also think, that he already turned. Now, during that time, Maggie had found a crowbar. And after she had found that crowbar, she took it with her. And she's beating something down. Could that be Rick? Honestly, I think it is Rick. Walker Rick. For whatever reason, this is caused because of a stab wound. Okay? The whole thing is basically is Daryl said it and he mentioned it in season 2 or 3. I think it was in season 3 when they were in the prison. Hopefully I'm not getting that wrong, but he was mentioning to the prisoners that were there that if he were to shoot somebody with a bolt, he would turn into one of the walkers. Now, the thing is, here's the thing with Rick. Now, going back into season 6 or 7, it had to be one of them, and I think it was about season 7, where he was fighting the walkers, and the blade that was inside of that walker, he cut himself. And I'm thinking that he must be the cure because he was immune to it. Now, the thing is now with the stab wound, who stabbed him? With him holding his side, he must have been cut pretty bad. Or could it be that he got his hand cut off? The whole situation with that is, yeah, when somebody gets stabbed, yes, they are going to turn, but they bleed out. Not as much as when you get a limb cut off. Now, in order for him to bleed that way, they must have stabbed him pretty good. So who stabbed him? There's 2 options. One, he must have fought some of these walkers and a whisperer stabbed him, leading up to the fact that when Daryl and them were running, Daryl did not help Rick up, not once. Why? Because they were concentrating on taking these walkers down. Now, as you see on the trailer, he had 2 knives stabbing each walker on each side, which is pretty badass because he is the crossbow wielding badass. So here is the thing about that. He's the king. He is the king for life. And yes, DNC for life. During that time, Daryl didn't help Rick up. Why? That's the question. Why? Could that be that Daryl stabbed him? If it was, why is that? The whole situation and problem with it is there was a tweet out from Norman Reedus saying that he would never backstab his brother Rick. To chill. Now that says a lot there because I don't think that Daryl would stab Rick in the back. So I had to second guess this to actually get the image. Why he was sharpening his knives? Could it be that he stabbed Rick? Or was it the whisperer that was in that herd of walkers? Now, Rick must have done something to go through that herd for him to get stabbed. Now, I look at it as that leading up, because I've gotten some information that, from that comedy cat, that Rick's death has already been confirmed because he mentioned also that it was led up to Daryl. Now, could Daryl be the cause of Rick's death? Because he may feel guilty of Glenn. Could he do it because of the maybe some kind of revenge that he wanted to take for Glenn? We don't know. Now, the 2 possibilities are Whispers and Daryl. For one, I don't think that Daryl is the type of man to stab his own family in the back. He's not that type of man. But he has gone off the deep end. How? He's already lost Merle. He's lost Beth. He's lost Herschel. He lost Glenn. He lost Abraham. Could that be the whole reason maybe he's still on edge about Glenn's death? We don't know yet. So why is he holding his side? Could it be that, again, did it lead up to Daryl? We don't know yet. Now, in that type of situation, yeah, it will be messed up. It's very messed up to actually think that Daryl would do that type of thing. But the thing is about that is we sort of look back on what kind of a man Daryl was back then in Tell It to the Frogs episode of season 1. And I think that it's all coming back to really thinking hard, what kind of man was Daryl back then? Now, you guys got to remember that Daryl was with Merle way before Rick, way before the farm, way before Sophia. And what kind of person was Daryl really? Now, we don't know on how Daryl was before all of this. Now, we know that his brother Merle was into drugs. He was a troublemaker. Daryl, on the other hand, he seemed like he was the calm type of guy. But the question is, now, for real, did Daryl Dixon stab Rick? If so, another question is, why? These are all questions that come up to mind, that come into your brain to really think, did Daryl do this? Did he do that? Is he turning to the bad side? Now, if Daryl did stab him, why? Was he pissed because he saved Negan and he's trying to get to Negan to get through Rick? Might. Yeah, he might. But does Daryl seem that type of guy to actually stab Rick to slow him down? Now, when he got up, he was bleeding a lot. He was limping. He was beginning to slow down. So, which means, did Rick turn? Honestly, I think he did. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Because now it's really burnt in our minds since his exit is in episode 5. It is in episode 5 because he exits off the show. Now, a lot of people are pissed because they don't want Rick to leave. Why? He has a family. Now, there's been some hints that he might be coming back. That's the good part. Because if it's a hint that he might be coming back, okay, if he's stabbed and he didn't turn, which means that he is immune. He's immune to the virus, and there is no taking Rick down unless if he's got to put up a fight. If he's got to put up a fight to get through these things and then all of a sudden deal with the Whisperers, he's going to go down fighting, and he is going to whoop some Walker Whisperer ass. And that is what is probably going to keep him alive, because he is not going to go down without a fight. Not once will he go down without a fight. situation with him holding his side? Yes. Was he stabbed? Yes. By who? Who knows? Whisperer? Daryl. What do you guys think about this? What are your thoughts on this? And, please, let me know in the comment section what you guys think and what the ordeal is with him holding his side. How did he get stabbed? Who stabbed him and why? I want to hear your guys' thoughts, because this is really getting interesting. This is getting really, really weird. It's getting very creepy, because we don't know if Daryl did it or why he did it. We don't know if the Whisperer did. Now, I'm thinking, because I've thought about this a lot, I honestly think that it was a Whisperer. Why? Because why would he get stabbed during a whole herd of walkers? Now, the question is, if he dies right there, is he going to die in Daryl's arms? Is he going to let him know about the Whisperers? Because obviously he's heard them talking, and he's probably going to think walkers can't talk. So now he's probably going to tell him, before he goes, he's going to see Shane, he's going to see Abraham, he's going to see Herschel, Beth, everybody. But the thing is, he's going to see Shane. But is he going to tell Daryl about the Whisperers? Yes, he probably will. And that is where the king himself, Daryl Dixon, if he was not the cause of the stabbing, awesome. But we know that Norman Reedus would not stab his brother Rick in the back. We got that from a tweet. So we already know now he's not the cause of it. But is he going to die in Daryl's arms? And is he going to tell him about the Whisperers? Please, let me know what you guys think, and put your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. And, so yeah, just let me know what you guys think on it. And with everything that's been going on, how do you think Rick will go out? Honestly, I think he's going to die fighting. He's going to try, and he's going to fight until he goes down. I think he's going to go out a hero. So please, if you guys like the video, and if you guys like what you heard on season 9 of The Walking Dead, please subscribe to my channel, and please like the video. And when you subscribe, please hit that bell so it will notify you when I post up another video, or it'll let you know when I'm going live, which I will be going live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So, tell me what your thoughts are, and let me know what you guys think. And tonight, we will see you tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. for the live. So yeah, stay awesome always, you guys, and keep on rocking. Peace.